You think you know what a Mormon love story looks like? Think again. This is Marcus and David's story, and it's about to shatter every stereotype you've ever had. Marcus grew up in Utah, the golden boy of his ward. Perfect grades, perfect missionary service, perfect temple marriage to his high school sweetheart Sarah. For 8 years, he played the part flawlessly. But deep down, something was eating him alive. He'd catch himself staring at men, feeling things he was taught were wrong, shameful, sinful. The guilt was crushing him. Then came David. David joined their ward as a new convert, this incredibly kind man who'd lost his wife to cancer. He had this gentle strength that drew Marcus in like a magnet. They started as friends, serving together, talking about faith and loss and hope. But those late-night conversations turned into something deeper. Something Marcus had never felt before, not even with Sarah. The moment of truth came during a church camping trip. They were alone by the lake, and David opened up about his loneliness, his fear of never finding love again. Marcus looked into his eyes and saw his own pain reflected back. Without thinking, he reached out and touched David's hand. The electricity between them was undeniable. That night, they kissed under the stars, and Marcus finally understood what love was supposed to feel like. But this is where the story gets complicated. Because admitting you're gay in the Mormon church isn't just about coming out, it's about potentially losing everything. Your family, your community, your eternal salvation according to everything you've been taught. Marcus was terrified. He pulled away from David, tried to bury his feelings, threw himself into his marriage with Sarah. But you can't suppress who you are forever. The facade started cracking. Sarah noticed the distance, the way Marcus seemed to disappear even when he was right there. She confronted him, and in that moment, Marcus made the bravest decision of his life. He told her the truth, about David, about himself, about the love he'd been hiding. Sarah was devastated, but she was also relieved. She'd felt the distance too, wondered if she was failing as a wife. The truth, painful as it was, finally made sense. Here's where this story becomes beautiful. Instead of hatred, instead of vindictive divorce proceedings, Sarah became Marcus's biggest supporter. She helped him find the courage to live authentically. She even helped him reach out to David, who'd been suffering in silence, thinking Marcus had rejected him. The reunion was everything you'd hope for. David and Marcus didn't just fall back into each other's arms, they built something real. They started attending a progressive Mormon congregation that welcomed LGBTQ+ members. They faced rejection from some family members, but they also found unexpected allies. Marcus's younger sister stood by them. David's late wife's parents embraced Marcus as family. They created their own chosen family of love and acceptance. The wedding was small but perfect. Held in a beautiful garden, officiated by a progressive Mormon minister who believed love was love. Sarah was there, tears in her eyes, because she'd helped Marcus find his true happiness. They exchanged vows about choosing love over fear, truth over conformity, authenticity over acceptance. Today, Marcus and David run a nonprofit supporting LGBTQ+ youth in religious communities. They speak at conferences, share their story, show other people that faith and identity don't have to be enemies. They've proven that love doesn't have to fit into prescribed boxes. Their story isn't just about coming out, it's about coming home. Home to themselves, to each other, to a faith that embraces rather than condemns. Marcus often says the hardest part wasn't admitting he was gay, it was admitting he deserved love and happiness. David taught him that God's love isn't conditional on who you love, but on how you love. They've been together for 5 years now, and their love story continues to inspire others. They've shown that sometimes the most beautiful love stories are the ones that break all the rules. Sometimes the greatest act of faith is believing that you are worthy of love, exactly as you are. Their message to anyone struggling with faith and identity is simple. You are not broken, you are not wrong, and you are deeply, completely loved. This is Marcus and David's story, proof that love really can conquer all, even the deepest-rooted prejudices and fears.